Okay, here we are with the first look at Meteor Mission 5, the second to last mission ever in the game. So yeah, getting close to the end now, guys. Gonna come out on the 27th of this month. You got the Giant Zoto there, Blue Evolution Vegeta, and also Master Ultra Instinct Goku. So yeah, some pretty powerful characters there. And we've got 8 main URs, starting off with the Super Saiyan 2 Goku from the Buu Saga, fighting against Vegeta. And he's really strong, so really good card to start off with. So for the main ability, at the start of each round, this Goku's damage and power level will be doubled permanently, as well as for any ally cards that have less power than him. So his power is pretty low to start off with, but any guys with less power than him will also have their stats doubled there, which is pretty nice. And if you go first in any round, when he's an attacker, then during that round, all of the ally attackers' damage reduction will be increased by 50%, and their power will be tripled. The last part, it's not permanent, just that first part. But still, it's really good. He's probably I want to say the third best card of this 8, but yeah, really, really good. Also got a Sparky on the second round. This will do double damage, and if he's a Vegeta in the enemy team, it will do even more damage. Now we have the counterpart card. This is the Majin Vegeta card. So yeah, pretty cool card once again. So he's the reverse of Goku in ability as well. So for him, instead of the doubling of the power level multipliers and damage multipliers, he nullifies all of your team members' damage multipliers and power level multipliers every round. So it's pretty good for defending against the enemy. Like Finn is very popular these days, so that cancels him down, like shuts him down completely basically. As well as any Hellfire Meteors as well, that also will stop those. So it obviously means you can't use any other cards that will boost their damage or power level multipliers with this Vegeta, but he's really good in just like a normal deck, right? If you don't have those other kind of boosting cards. So yeah, really, really good. And he also gives all of your ally attackers plus 1,500 fixed power level and fixed super attack damage every round. So yeah, that's really good as well in combination with that first effect. And also if you go first in any round and he's an attacker, then all of your ally attackers will have a one-time immunity to stun that turn, as well as having their super attacks available automatically that turn too. So there's basically 6 good effects there, potentially. Get the nullifying your own team's damage multipliers and power level multipliers, getting extra super attack damage and fixed power level. And if you go first when he's an attacker, you get a free super attack activation and a free one-time immunity to stun. So yeah, he's really good. Probably the second best, I think. I think he's a bit better than the Goku, but yeah, both really good. And his buckings is the exact same as the Goku's. Just I guess the requirement is opposite, right? So you need a Goku in the enemy team to get the extra damage. But yeah, these two are really, really good to start off with. Like probably the two of the 3 best in this set, I'd say. So we've got even more Berserker cards now. We had quite a few last mission, we've got even more now. So this is a Super Saiyan 2, I'm guessing, Vegeta, and a Super Saiyan 3 Goku change switch cards. So pretty hype. Starts off with Vegeta, which is pretty rare, I guess. Elite type as well. And low cost as well, 4 energy for their attacks. It's pretty nice. So the Vegeta is pretty interesting. Put him in the attack area each round, and his damage reduction that turn will be increased by 50%. And if there's any allies with less than 1 bar of stamina, he'll basically protect those guys. They can't get attacked that turn. And if he wins any defending CIs, then his damage reduction will be permanently increased by 20%. And you also recover the stamina of all your ally attackers by a little bit. So when he's initially put in the attack area, that damage reduction there, the 50% boost, is not permanent. But the ones he gets from defending are. So you can build up his damage reduction little by little if you keep winning those defensive CIs. So yeah, not bad. He's definitely pretty good as a blocker, so you can basically protect the other guys. But he's definitely a weaker one than like some of the more recent ones, like Kaboo Secret was better, I'd say. But yeah, definitely still good. And for the Goku side, he gives you a bit of stats. So put him in the attack area, and he get basically your whole team, sorry. So all your allies, attackers or supporters, he'll give them 500 power and guard boost for every bar of stamina used that round. So if you used, for your whole team. So if you used, 20 bars of stamina, that's plus, how much would that be? Be what, 10,000 boost? So that's pretty good, right? But of course, if you don't use much stamina, you're not getting much boost. So yeah, it all depends how much stamina you use, I guess. But it's pretty good potentially. And every time he wins an attacking CI, he'll do bonus damage 1,000 times the amount of CIs you won until that point. So your whole team's CI wins that battle, right? So if you win 10 times, then he'll do plus 10k damage. So kind of a weaker version of the Vegito chain switch from Museum 9. But yeah, he's a lot less damaging, so he's good, But yeah, this card is not as good as the first two, I'd say. Even though it's got the options with the two different sides, these two are still better, I'd say. But definitely not bad though. Okay, now we're into the promo anime stuff. Got a Master Ultra Instinct Goku there. Pretty cool art doing Dragon Fist. Got pretty high cost there, 9 energy. Those powers pretty nice though, at least. It's got a case of lock. Extra effect for this is that it will lower the target's pi level multipliers down to basically nothing. So that's really good. It's got a unit, that's with Vegeta and Super Hearts for 4 energy. And this will disable all enemies' card action abilities that turn. So pretty good there, for sure. Our main ability is interesting. So at the end of each part of a battle, all of your ally attackers will have their power increased by 10,000, sorry. Only for that round though. And also the guard will be increased by 5,000 for every ally supporter. So potentially no guard. But if you have, 2 supporters, that's plus 10k power and guard there. So that's pretty nice. And of course, only for that round though, those boosts there. And at the end of each round, if you did more damage to the enemy than you took, then all the enemy's power level multipliers and stamina will be halved permanently. So that's pretty good, right? So if you do more damage than you took, you'll cripple their power level and stamina. So it's pretty good. Definitely not a bad card. He's probably in the middle range, right? Because his stats boosts are good, though not permanent. But I think the crippling of the enemy's power and stamina is probably the best part there. But yeah, pretty good because Lock 2 is good, Unit's good. So overall, a solid card. Okay, back to Vegeta. This is, of course, a Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Once again, 9 energy cost, really high, and he's almost got he's basically got the max power possible in the game, which is pretty high, right? Almost 10k. So, he's got a Ultimate Burst for his, actually we'll get to that later. First of all, his main ability. Let's go over that first. So, he's basically immune to stamina damage the whole battle, and also ignore the enemy's guard the whole battle as well. So, both pretty good effects there. And whenever he's in the attack area, at the end of the power level battle, if he's got more than 100 power, he'll get 1 energy, right? And if he's got, for every 3k power extra, he'll give you an additional energy, maxing it at 6 energy, right? So I guess if you have over 15,000 power, it should give you 6 energy. And that's the max we get each turn, which is pretty good, right? Good energy gatherer, this one. And for his Awakened Burst, it will do massive stamina damage, but it will also lower his power down to 1. So it's kind of a negative, of course, going against his ability. But in return, the target will take 5 times damage from then on, permanently. So he can basically make the enemy take massive damage from then on. Of course, once again, 9 energy cost is pretty high, but with this ability, you should get a decent amount of energy for that. Unit with Goku and Super Hearts, and for 1 energy. Also Unit S as well, so that's nice. This will permanently double all the power of your whole team, and also reset your CI speeds, and they can't be changed, and that's permanent as well. So yeah, really good there, for sure. Okay, now I've got another chain switch card. I think it's the first time they have 2 UI chain switches in the same mission, which is pretty hype. Featuring Super Hearts and Lagss. So it's your Fungi model, I do believe, which is pretty cool. First off is Hearts. So every round, when you make a move, if Hearts is in the attack area, and you got more ally attackers than the enemy's attackers, all your allies will ignore the enemy's guard and damage reduction that turn, which is pretty good. So basically, I guess an improved Baby Trunks, which is pretty cool. Alternatively, if he's in the support area, and the enemy is outnumbering you, then the 3 3 attackers on both sides with the most power will have their card and touch activities disabled that turn. So interesting there. I think the first effect's definitely better, but I guess it depends on luck though for the second one too. But yeah, it's really good. I think definitely better than the Goku and Vegeta card of this mission, the Switch one. And for Lagss, also really good, I think. So for her, put in the attack area, and all your allies will target the enemy they can do the most damage to, and they also deal massive stamina damage, which is pretty good right there. Alternatively, if she's in the support area, then basically the guy that will take the least damage will basically protect all the other guys on your field, and they'll be immune to stamina damage. So pretty good there. Basically, a free, kind of like a Majin Zoto from BM6, but also giving you the added effect of immune to stamina damage, was pretty good there, I think, too. So both sides pretty good there. I think definitely better, like I said, than the Goku and Vegeta switch card of this mission. So probably one of the better ones too, this card. Okay, got an IOS here. Actually, a change IOS. So I'm not sure if she has a new transformation effect or animation, or if it's just the standard one, but it's pretty interesting. So of course, going from her base form to her, I guess, Power Time Unleashed form. So pretty good. Berserker, only 4 energy cost, which is good. Though it doesn't really matter so much because for her main ability, she'll have her super attack automatically available, and every time she activates her super attack, all the enemy's group members will have their power, their guard, their damage multipliers, and their damage reduction reset to a sliding amounts permanently, which is pretty crazy, right? Kind of like the unit she has in her first card, I guess, but in an ability form, which is pretty cool. And if she's in her Power Time Unleashed form, it's for the whole enemy team, not just those members for that group. So that's really, really good. So yeah, resetting their stats is of course really strong. So really, really good. And with her super attack automatically available, that's also going to help, of course, activating it, right? So it's really good. And for transformation, it's a round 1/1. That's really helpful, right? Getting that extra effect early in the first round. This will make it that she can't actually attack as part of a group, which is, I guess, a negative. But in return, she basically gets a built-in Goldbird effect, right? Which is, increase the bar of her perfect chance. So it makes it a lot easier to get it perfect. So it's really hard to stop her ability activating. So it's really, really strong. Of course, you can't actually use any gold birds in conjunction with that, so you can't get like the same effect twice, right? But that's still really good. The built-in gold bird effect is really, really strong. And a burst effect, this will increase the damage of her super attack by 2k permanently, and also do massive stamina damage. So yeah, she's probably in some ways the best card of this mission because that is really, really strong, right? Automatic super attack activation, the gold bird effect built in. Yeah, that's like really, really hard to stop, man. Because I guess the weakness, of course, is block burst, like usually is with these kind of characters. But even so, that's really good. Like, imagine like resetting the whole stats of the enemy team with one attack. Like, that is crazy, man. So yeah, she's probably the best card in my opinion. Okay, last and kind of least, we got Majin Zoto. It's probably the weakest one of these 8, by the way. So once again, a transforming giant character like the Last Mission Secrets card. But yeah, he's pretty, like I said, he's not that good. So once again, you're in the first round, and for his main ability, and if you've got 5 attackers or less total, so on both sides, right, your attackers and the enemy's attackers, then based on how little attackers there are, you'll destroy some of the enemy's hero energy and give some to yourself, and it'll increases it, be a bigger effect the less attackers there are on both sides, right? So it's kind of an interesting effect there. So if there's any more than 5, so 6 or more guys, it won't even activate, which is already a big negative. And if there's the same amount of attackers on both sides, so like 3-3 or 4-4, whatever, I guess, then the enemy can't use any CAEs or TAs that turn. So that's not bad, but I mean, we already got like the Mega Shenron from the binder who's better. That's automatic, right? You don't need to have the same attackers business. So he's kind of weak, man. I don't think he's that good at all. Giant Effect is also, it's not bad actually, but yeah. Basically, it will do more damage the less energy the enemy has. So if they have 0, probably going to do massive damage with this, but if they have 10, it's probably won't do much more. So yeah, it's definitely kind of meh, like, especially these days, right? Maybe a couple years ago it would be pretty good, but these days, I don't know. I think you're better off using the secret version. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Though we do have a pretty cool surprise here. We've got 14 of the classic secret cards from pre-SDBH, right? So classic Dragon Ball heroes. Got the first secret ever, Hachiyak. Then we got the second one, Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan Bardock, the first secret Broly. Also got a Super Saiyan 3 Broly secret. The first Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan God secret with Beer Summon. Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the Black Smoke Shenron summon. A Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with Super Saiyan 4 Goku summon. Got the first Mask Saiyan card, pretty sweet. Second page, got a few more. Got the Tarball secret card with Vegeta summon. The Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Broly, and lastly we've got the secret, the first secret Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. So these are all reprints coming next mission, at the cost of no CPs next mission, I should say. There's no CPs next mission in exchange for these. So it's going to be a shitload of 4 stars. These ones plus the 8 main ones plus the 3 secrets coming, and that's already 25, sorry. So 25 at least. So that's pretty crazy, right? So hopefully it's going to be pretty easy to pull. I'm not sure if they're higher rates or not. Hopefully though, but But yeah, no CPs, which is going to be interesting. I think the first time ever since the first mission to have no CPs, which is pretty crazy, right? So hopefully, going to do something similar for MM6 with SCBH cards instead of DBH ones. Hopefully, that's what me and him are kind of predicting. But yeah, either way, definitely a hype one. Only 2 to go, guys, so getting close to the end. But anyways, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.